To me, pregame, that's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From midfield, here's Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And incomplete on the deep ball. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On play action, now Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Buccaneers nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes with a big third down coming up. He's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Stafford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Detroit Lions.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Carrying on Johnson.
It's 2nd and 7 from the
9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this 1st quarter. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
It's not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey,
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete to his running back, Evans. And it's going to down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 22 yards there, a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions Browns are able to extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers, nothing. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide. Did not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And Brady's throw there incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 6-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin hitting double digits Fields with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Buccaneers 7.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Stafford on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Stafford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun, Johnson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch going to net him 23 and a first.
At the 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
At the 5-yard line.
Quickly completed to the right flank. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Lions 38, Buccaneers 7. Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete.
Mike Evans. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 31, Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 20-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Up and good by Suckup. And the lead is down to 24. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first and 10, Stafford. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he's going to go down again. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. They can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's pulled in at the 32. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
3-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Airing this one out for Evans. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Brady will try again on second down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, Brady. He can't get away, and Brady will go down. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Brady. Evans has it left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brady. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Going deep this time from That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now Brady again. Connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him.
them to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Play action, now it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number 14.
Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Johnson, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
40.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Throwing quickly, complete out wide. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1 back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. Across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one, pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's